All right, speaking of Evo Japan, we got a trailer because Evo Japan is yo. This is like a very growing time for the FGC. It's equivalent to 2009 when the Street Fighter 4 came out, and with these numbers right here, I mean, this is pretty nuts.
You're making me scared.
For the 6th time since 2018, the Evolution Championship Series returns to Japan. Nearly 9,000 players will descend upon Tokyo this coming weekend,
Crazy.
aiming to take home victory in 7 main brackets. Across its history, Evo Japan has crowned 31 champions from 9 countries across 18 different titles. 5 champions will be crowned at Evo Japan 2025, in brackets for Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Guilty Gear Strive, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising,
Grand Blue made
and
it.
King of Fighters 15. 2 teams will be as well. The Street Fighter 3 Third Strike
Yeah,
and
they do
Virtual
team
Fighter 5
battles.
brackets are both team competitions. Evo Japan is proud to host the
Virtual
19th
Fighter in there
edition
too.
of
Cooperation Cup,
a
yep.
5v5 Third Strike tournament held in Japan since 2002. 8 Evo champions have also claimed a title
That's
at
that
Cooperation
dog.
Cup, including many of Third Strike's most legendary names: Tokido, Daigo, MOV, Nito, KO, Nuki, Issei, and Sho. This will be the first time Evo Japan has hosted Third Strike teams as a main bracket, and only the second time in Evo history it has been a main event.
That's it. Wow,
Show.
what a game. Show your EVO 2020-24 Japan Third Strike champion.
The only other time was at EVO 2009, when the 2v2 team bracket was won by Justin Wong and Issei. 16 years later, 71 teams and a total of 355 players will fight it out for the EVO Japan 2025 title. The other
That's a
team bracket is
crazy
the Virtual
amount of players, yo.
Fighter 5 Revo Beat Tribe Cup, also celebrating its 19th iteration at EVO Japan. As
Bro, there's been 19 Virtual Fighter tournaments in Evo Japan.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
We're
with
all dead
Cooperation
in their
Cup,
20s.
this is Beat Tribe Cup's
20
first
and
year
30.
partnering with EVO
Everybody in this tournament is in their 40s. Bullshit.
as part of the main event.
They
Beat
had
Tribe
this
Cup is
conversation
also
before. Most of the competitors who are fighting games is in their 40s or 30s.
Young
Bro,
man reacts
they
to
need
my
an age
ass.
limit, dog.
a 5v5 competition. And it eclipsed
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I'm tired of the same people playing the same game. They need to go.
20 players.
Let the
join
new
Nah, bro.
generation play.
84 teams, 420
They
players.
get
That's
cooked by us, too.
ridiculous.
The problem
According
is
to
we have
Liquid-
to give it up and let it change, and we won't.
We are, but we are. We'll get to that coming up. I'm gonna talk about that in a second.
Wikipedia, that makes Beat Tribe Cup the largest Virtual Fighter 5 tournament in the world, offline or online, since EVO Japan 2023, when 796 players enter the bracket. Among the singles brackets, the largest is Street Fighter 6, featuring a whopping 6,653 entrants. That's
And growing. That doesn't include people that are gonna get there on the day and try to get in or whatever the case is like that. Like I know it's this weekend, but the brackets are set. I think there's like the late fee you can get in like the day before, and they usually have like a couple hundred people get in on that.
not only the largest
Oh, you
Street
talking
Fighter
about
bracket since the record.
Yeah, like
bottom
the
bracket.
yeah, exactly yeah. You got to play like 100 people to get your way up, whatever.
You gotta pay like
that.
$100-something.
Yeah,
I hate
yeah.
that. I hate
Setting
that
Evo
bracket.
Vegas 2023 bracket, where 7,083 players entered. It's the largest fighting game bracket for any title since then, outpacing entrant totals from both Evo Vegas and Evo Japan in 2024. That also makes it the largest bracket in Evo Japan history. The second largest is Tekken 8, checking in with 979 entrants. The largest
Bro, 979 to 6,000? 6? Bro.
1v1 Tekken tournament of the year thus far. Guilty Gear Strive features 693 players, the largest bracket for the game since Frosty Fausting 17 in January. 481 players will fight for glory in Grand Blue Fantasy vs.
That's
Rising,
decent. That's a
the largest
respectable
Grand Blue
number.
bracket since EVO Vegas 2024. And in King of Fighters 15's third year as an EVO Japan main game, 294 players will duke it out. EVO continues to run some of the largest brackets in the world, not just for fighting games, but for any competition. Since 2017, EVO Japan and EVO Vegas combined have included
All the guys that never go out,
174,196
touch
bracket
grass.
matches.
But the mere fact that within any sport in the world, more people are viewing and actually participating in the actual sport, which is like revenue dollars. So like the big companies are like, yeah, let me get these top players that I can put a logo on, NASCAR style.
Oh,
The
sponsor,
5 singles brackets at
sponsorships.
EVO
Of course.
Japan will add at least another 18,190 matches to that total, with another 5 possible if every event goes to a grand finals reset. EVO Japan also features numerous side brackets. Most prominent is the 256 entrant bracket for the freshly released Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, a bracket that reached its maximum capacity in just 3 days. But numerous fighting games from
Bro, that means you can't even you can't even
Can't
sign
reduce
up.
it.
Can't sign up for it. No.
Gee.
No.
multiple eras will be represented
X'd
in
out.
EVO Japan's side games, including City of the Wolves' predecessor, Garo Mark of the Wolves. Also featured are former EVO Japan main titles like Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle and Melty Blood Type Lumina, as well as classic
Melty
titles
Blood
like
gets some
Ultimate
love.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3
Of
and
course.
Soul Calibur 2. If you like the
Ooh.
drama of a long loser bracket mode,
Soul
EVO
Calibur 2
Japan
is
has
good.
historically
Right,
provided.
right.
Since EVO Japan's 2018 debut, only one player has won an EVO Vegas championship after getting sent to the losers bracket prior to top 8, MK Leo, who won the Smash Ultimate bracket in 2019
Is he still, like,
after
dominating?
winning 9 consecutive sets. It has
Leo
happened
is
3 times at EVO Japan.
going through
Oil
some
King won 9
stuff
sets
at the
in a row
moment.
to claim the Street Fighter V championship in
Uh,
2023.
that
2 players
consists
have gone
of
on even longer runs.
PDF.
First, it was Arslan Ash, who won 11
No,
Wait,
not
what?
him.
MK Leo is going through some stuff, bro.
Damn.
What is that? Wait, what? Explain.
All right, so he used to hang out at this mansion with this guy named Sky Williams, who he was questioning this girl that he was hanging out with, and she happened to be underage. And
boy.
Oh, he.
It's
oh,
always
never mind.
the
Never
Smash
mind.
community, bro.
And he by the time Sky found out, it was already too late. He actually did some things with that girl, and they both left the house that night to move out, and they did it in Sky's house. So he's under fire for allowing that in his household.
Bro, Smash community just can't catch a break, bro. I swear.
Sets.
Oh yeah,
Shy World.
he fumbled the bag, bro.
Damn.
and won his first EVO championship in 2019. 4 years later, Gobo matched Arslan, winning 11 straight sets to claim the Guilty Gear Strive title that year. Can somebody match or beat that feat at EVO 2025? Can somebody join Arslan and Gamera as multiple EVO Japan winners? Who will etch themselves into fighting game history as newly crowned EVO Japan champions this weekend? There's only one way to find out. Tune into all the action this week at twitch.tv/EVO or YouTube.
Yeah, Evo Japan's gonna be big. I think they said it's more like it's 6,000, it's 6,500, but it's more like 7,000 people playing Street Fighter 6. When you talk about like casuals, offlines, and then you got like the tournaments that are not main stage tournaments and things like that. Like it's pretty number. I don't believe that the fighting games have had this much eyes on it and growth in years, because we were talking about the fact 1 month that basically like there's going to be a time when there's too many fighting games, and one of the fighting games are going to get like assed out. Like what was the one that came out here and died, but it was a good game. We played a lot, Shadow.
DNF Duel.
DNF Duel. Yep. Great game, but it's just too many other good games on the market, and it's like unless you play multiple games, which used to not be a thing. You used to have people that played Tekken, only play Tekken, play Street Fighter, only play Street Fighter, play Kill. Like people did not cross over the games.
So I feel like for this conversation, when you say if there's too many fighting games, it depends on if they even survive, because DNF Duel, the developers didn't listen to their peoples, and that's why it died. So that's why it's
What
like
gaming industry don't listen to their people. They only listen to the higher ups, which is the streamers.
Right.
DNF Duel didn't listen to anyone.
Until the game was already dead.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly why they killed their. That's exactly why most games kill their games. Most developer teams kill their games because they never listen.
And to add on to what they were saying about that Saudi money and Fatal Fury having